The manslaughter charge against Danielle Penny has just been dismissed in a New York court. But was it necessary to begin with? By now you are aware that Danielle Penny, a white man, tried to subdue an unruly black passenger on a subway in New York, Good Samaritan style, placed him in a chokehold, and it ultimately led to the demise of the unruly passenger. Danielle Penny was charged with manslaughter and other crimes for his troubles. Well, the manslaughter charge, which carried a penalty of up to 15 years in prison, has been dismissed, but there are still other charges pending that could put him in prison for at least a few years. However, we have to ask the obvious question. If Danielle Penny was black, similar to the unruly passenger, do you believe this case would have ever made it to court? What say you?
How? Would Daniel Penny be a hero if Jordan Neely was white? No. He'd be a man that went too far.
It does not matter what race that person was. If somebody who was arrested 42 times is walking around saying the stuff that Jordan Neely was saying, yes, somebody should have stood up and took action against that. He did not care about the police being called. He didn't care about anybody on that subway. He wanted to do what he wanted to do, and he found out real fast that it wasn't going to slide. Now, if Daniel Penny was black, y'all would be saying, free that man. He was standing up for all those people on the train. He's a hero. He was doing the right thing. Free him. Free him. Y'all only care about black lives when white lives take it. Period. Because y'all are silent when these dudes are beefing in the street and take out one another. Y'all have mamas crying out in the street, and y'all don't keep that same energy for the people running around doing it. Y'all like, oh, well, that's just the streets. If you're part of the street life, that's what to expect. Let's keep moving like it's a normal day. R.I.P. Brody, free this dude even though he committed several crimes. Like, that's what y'all do. Please, spare me with all the hypocrisy, please. And that's all I got. God bless. Have a wonderful day.
And then you ask us to love this country. America hates black people, and we see it from that jury pool.
All right, very emotionally charged comments there.
Democrats are racist. BLM leader of New York.
You know one thing about Daniel Penny, whether you like him or you hate him, if there were more people in the United States like Daniel Penny, we wouldn't know who Laken Riley is. Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Look at the facts of this case, then you understand that Daniel Penny is guilty.
This is another reason to get out of crazy Democrat cities.
One of Daniel Penny's charges were dropped, MAGA family. I have to be real with you. People are going to call me, you might say that this does not sound right, but truly, I think that both charges should get dropped. I think that Daniel Penny is innocent. I think that he just simply was defending his life and defending other people's lives. People want to try to use his fake morality, fake outrage to act as if he did something wrong. He did not. He didn't do anything that was against the law. He will be free. And this is important for our rights, for our Second Amendment rights, and for our basic rights to defend ourselves and defend others. So I believe that if you're an American citizen who has any type of patriotic beliefs or loves your country, your family, or what have you, I think that it's important that we don't try to use the racial argument and try to fall down that rabbit hole. I think it's important that we analyze the data and the facts and information, and we all come to the conclusion that what he did was good, it was needed, and it was necessary. People won't like to hear that. They'll say, oh, you're a sellout, you're this or you're that. Uncle Tom, Sambo, Ruckus, whatever you want to call me, I don't care. I lose zero sleep at night over it. This man should be free.
Can we not throw people in prison who are trying to protect men, women, and children from someone threatening their lives? That's what's going on with this Daniel Penny Jordan Neely case. Jordan Neely was a homeless man who had some deep-seated issues, mental issues, substance abuse issues, had been arrested dozens of times, and one of those arrests included assaulting a 67-year-old woman at another subway station. This man went onto a subway and started to threaten people's lives. And this man, Daniel Penny, decided to step up and take action and protect the people on the subway. And sadly, Jordan Neely, the homeless man who was on there threatening people's lives, ended up losing his life. It's crazy because people who were on the subway at the time appreciated that Daniel Penny stopped the threat. Daniel Penny ended up being arrested and is now facing up to 15 years in prison. My wife, my mother, my sister, one of my daughters was on that subway and was faced with someone threatening their lives. I would hope and pray that there was a Daniel Penny there to help and protect them. And it's crazy because it's now coming out that the prosecutor in the case had another case back in 2019 where a man who was robbing an elderly professor at an ATM ended up taking the life of that professor in the process. And this same prosecutor decided to give that man a break, the man who was robbing an elderly man at an ATM, but wants to give this man, Daniel Penny, up to 15 years for protecting men, women, and children from someone who was threatening their lives. That is insane. Like I said, it's a sad story that Jordan Neely ended up losing his life, but Daniel Penny doesn't deserve to be thrown in prison for protecting people. That's crazy.
And then some people say that this is about race, which is absolutely ridiculous. I didn't see a black man threatening passengers. I saw a man threatening passengers, a lot of whom were people of color.
So I just covered a story on my YouTube channel. Jordan Neely's father, y'all know who Jordan Neely is, the guy that had died at the hands of Daniel Penny. On the train, the guy was making threats, said that he was going to hurt someone, and Jordan Penny stepped up as well with other people to restrain him, and the man perished as a result. But nevertheless, he wants to sue Daniel Penny. And my thing is, how are you going to try to sue him now? Where have you been? Where was you when your son was on the streets addicted to DRUGS? Where was you when your son was being a straight up menace in the New York subway system? Where were you when your son got 42 charges from 2013 to 2023? Where was you when your son socked a 67-year-old woman in the face? Where was you when he had his penis out, exposed it to a woman? Where was you? But to come around and now you want to sue this dude when you let your son be on the streets, whatever, doing God knows what to God knows who, being a straight up menace. Again, 42 charges. Now you trying to get a check. Now you feel some type of way. And I do feel like anybody that loses a son or child, I have some type of sympathy, but I don't have that much sympathy because you wasn't there when your son was addicted to substances, but now you're trying to get a check. I don't know. Tell me what y'all think in the comments on it. And as far as Black Lives Matter, because I do want to speak on this, because I saw Black Lives Matter had came out, was all outraged about what happened. And I said to myself, where was y'all at when little Ivory Smith was unalived by an a drunk driving illegal immigrant? When these black communities were being flooded with these illegal immigrants. Where was y'all at? Where was y'all at? Get the flick out of here. Like, they such a joke.
Good morning, America. This is Rodney Dunn, and I'm here on behalf of Daniel Penny. Look, the guy's innocent. He was just trying to protect people on the train. Anything anybody would do. Stop saying he's racist. The guy's not a racist. Leave all that racism stuff back in the past. Look, black and white people do stuff. So Daniel Penny is innocent. And I'm writing it down, and I'm calling for the free of Daniel Penny because he's innocent. Thank you.
Ivana Newsom, CHIVONA, NEWSOME. I'm the co-founder of Black Lives Matter Greater New York. I stand here heartbroken because I have to hug a father who knows that the murderer of his son will most likely go free, who has to look in the face of a jury that no matter the facts, no matter the expert witnesses, no matter the people yelling on that train that day to let Jordan go, you will kill him. They will not find a white man guilty of killing a black man in modern day America. This is no different than Jim Crow. This looks like a picture out of the picture book when you look at that anonymous jury. We have baby boomers who were there doing Jim Crow on this jury. We have young people who are looking at Daniel Penny as a hero. And what America is a hero, a killer. He didn't give a crap about Jordan. The medical examiner said Jordan turned purple. Yes, black people can turn purple when they are denied oxygen. Every lab report showed he died of asphyxiation. And that doesn't matter because they want to spare a white man the penalty of his crimes. America has not changed, and I hate to say it, it may never change. And people who keep asking, are we going to riot? Are we going to protest? Is that what's needed? Do glass have to break? Do cars have to burn for a black man to get justice in America? We can't show up with peace. We can't show up with facts. We can't show up with evidence and witness after witness. You give us nothing. And then you ask us to love this country. America hates black people, and we see it from that jury pool.
A black man was lynched, and his name was Jordan Neely.
I want to give a shout out to Daniel Penny, acquitted, for saving all them people on that New York City subway system. That man did nothing wrong but save people being threatened by a convicted, multiple time criminal. Now y'all want to demonize him because maybe he shouldn't have went as far as he went. But that man really believed, he's a Marine, he really believed he was saving people that day. And he did, from a criminal. But salute to Daniel Penny for being acquitted. Law and order. Y'all don't understand it because y'all rather celebrate the criminal in this situation and not this hero. Well, the hero won today. Salute. Skedaddle. I hope it makes you mad. I hope y'all don't sleep at night. I hope y'all don't do nothing foolish.
He didn't ask Jordan Neely if he needed help. He choked him to death. If he was a hero, he would have grabbed him and escorted him off the train. He didn't grab him and escort him off the train. He choked him to death. If he was a hero, he would have let go of the chokehold 30 seconds after they pulled into the train station. Why? Because 30 seconds after they pulled into the train station, all of the people were off the subway. Danny Penny lied to the police and said he released the chokehold as soon as other people came to help. We know that was a lie. Danny Penny told police that he released the chokehold in 2 seconds. We know that was a lie. How? Would Daniel Penny be a hero if Jordan Neely was white? No. He'd be a man that went too far.
It does not matter what race that person was. If somebody who was arrested 42 times is walking around saying the stuff that Jordan Neely was saying, yes, somebody should have stood up and took action against that. He did not care about the police being called. He didn't care about anybody on that subway. He wanted to do what he wanted to do, and he found out real fast that it wasn't going to slide. Now, if Daniel Penny was black, y'all would be saying, free that man. He was standing up for all those people on the train. He's a hero. He was doing the right thing. Free him. Free him. Y'all only care about black lives when white lives take it. Period. Because y'all are silent when these dudes are beefing in the street and take out one another. Y'all have mamas crying out in the street, and y'all don't keep that same energy for the people running around doing it. Y'all like, oh, well, that's just the streets. If you're part of the street life, that's what to expect. Let's keep moving like it's a normal day. R.I.P. Brody, free this dude even though he committed several crimes. Like, that's what y'all do. Please, spare me with all the hypocrisy, please. And that's all I got. God bless. Have a wonderful day.